Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And had you...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just to... So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Richardson now on 2nd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start with the option. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the...
In my mind, that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, it's a jet sweep. The football to Woods. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. That one a first down pickup of 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Come on, set, yellow, 43.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Stroud. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Richardson looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Third and long for Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Pierce. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. On the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Moss again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on third down. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Moss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Colts have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stroud. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts about to go on offense one final time. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, it's Richardson. Able to find his man, Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikes trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Chris Godwin. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. James Cook with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give left side for Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when a pass he should have caught.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The Colts set to take over here offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, here's Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Running left, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Richardson to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And 10, it's Richardson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left, Moss.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He'll drop this underneath to Moss.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised, because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud to throw it.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Punt, 6 on the return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Play action. Now Richardson.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throw left side, complete. That's Campbell. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Richardson looking to throw this. As this complete to Woods.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This is taken at the 15. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Stroud.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go. 52 points.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Sends it toward the sideline. Woods makes the catch.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, They absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And here's Richardson with it. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's Richardson.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Richardson to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Again, it's Richardson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.